to another Take 5 and Learn training video. I figured with the holidays coming up, we would spend a couple of minutes just going over how to create a custom gift label. And really all we're doing is taking a standard address label and turning it into a custom gift label. This way, we can just peel them off and stick them right onto the packages, and we don't have to worry about the sticky coming off and so on and so on. But I have Publisher open. This is the welcome screen. All I've done is double-clicked on Opened Up Publisher, and this is the welcome screen. We're using Publisher 2003 today, and we're just going to go directly to the labels. And so Publications for Print is what we select. Go to Labels. And we have this very first one right off the bat. It's Avery 5160. That's the most common label. It might be the best one to stick with because you can go down to your office supply store and chances are it's going to be there. It's not something too weird to be looking for. We don't care what is on the label. We're going to delete it all. This left area over here that we have open right now is called the task pane. To give us a little bit more real estate, I'm going to go ahead and close that off. To delete the information that's on there now, we just left click on the box. This is a text box, and I hit the delete key on my keyboard. Just go through and I click on each item and click the delete button. I don't even need this down here either. What a lot of people don't know, or maybe a lot of people do know, I guess, is the control key on your keyboard, which would be the command key on a Mac. If you hold it down and if you have a wheel on your mouse and you scroll your mouse up or down, it zooms in and out. So I'm going to bring mine up a little bit more here so it's a little bit easier for you to see. You can see I'm up at 367%. Now if you don't have a mouse wheel, then you can do the same thing by zooming out or zooming in with these tools in the toolbar. So the very first thing we're going to do is insert a picture. There's a couple of different ways of doing that. We can go up here to the Insert menu, go to Picture, and then Insert from Clip Art. One of the things I use quite a bit is my Object toolbar. So I just want to explain to you toolbars. It's not open right now. Usually it's nested over here to the left side. To find it, I can go on any blank area up here in the toolbars, right click, and you'll see these are all the different toolbars that I have options or access to. I'm going to click on the object, and this toolbar has in it the text boxes, it has the picture, has some other drawing tools also, so it's one that's used quite often. Now a lot of people like to keep theirs nested up in here. I keep mine nested over here. And again, it's just a personal preference, but the one thing you have to understand is you can nest them wherever you want, left, right, bottom, top, and in case you didn't catch it the first time, all I do is I mouse over until I'm over the dashed lines and I get the arrow crosshairs. I left click and I drag. Once I have it dragged out, to nest it back somewhere, I left click in the dark area of the title and mouse it over, and it'll automatically snap into place. So to get back to inserting the picture, again, I could go up here to insert, or I can click right here and I get clip art. So we're going to do a Christmas search. I don't want to scroll through all of this stuff, so I'm just going to grab Santa. I left click on him and I drag him over. I'm done with the taskbar, so I'm going to click it out of the way. To resize Santa's head, I mouse over the right corner, left corner, doesn't matter, but any one of the corners until I get this diagonal arrows. Not the crosshairs. Crosshairs mean now I can move it. Diagonal means now I can resize it. So I'm going to resize it. I'm then going to move, get them situated over there in the corner, come back and resize him to fit in there. So now we have Santa positioned on our gift label. We need some of the to and froms, so I'm going to highlight the gift box, and I know that I have gift box selected for two reasons. One, the A area here is highlighted even when I mouse away, and when I go over onto my print area, I have these crosshairs. When I left click, I can drag that box open. Then I can just type to in there. Now to resize the text box, which you don't have to, but I mean just to keep things kind of neat and in line, you can resize the text box to the size of your text. But what happens is if I want to resize the text itself and I highlight it, I go up here and I want to change it from a size 10 to a 14, you'll notice that you can't see the whole thing. So I click over the box and I just resize it. Now there is an option if you want your text to be the size of your text box, that if you highlight the text and you right click and you scroll down to change text, you'll see an option that says auto fit text, and here it says best fit. When I do that, basically what it's doing is it's taking a fit that is relational to the size of the box. So I know a lot of people who do that. I'm just going to I'm not sure if I'm crazy about it. I'm going to go back and change my text, and I'm going to go do not auto fit, and I'm going to make sure that it's 14, and it is. So we'll add another text box because I need from. Scroll, and we'll put in from. Make sure it's 14. I also want to change its font style, and this again is the font area. It's set for Times New Roman. I want something that's a little bit more scripty, and I know that brush script. So if I start typing brush, the brush script comes up, and I can just hit enter, and I don't have to finish typing it. And the same with my 2. Go back up here and start typing brush, and then hit enter, and I've changed the script. If there were other things I wanted to take a look at, of course, I could arrow down here and look at all the different types of fonts that are in there. And let me resize this box real quick. Your other option to take, to consider, I guess, in this is if you wanted the from to be templated, to be a template also. So if you wanted all your gift tags to say from, the Olson family. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and scroll in. I'm going to add another text box, and I'm putting it down at the bottom so I have more room. I can just put the Olson family. I don't have to worry about it necessarily not having enough room. I'm going to change it to 14, and also brush. Then it looks like it needs to be resized a little bit for it all to be seen. And then if we want to just end on a little bit more of a fancy note, let's go to Picture. I went to the Insert, Clip Art, and let's go Feather, Pin. See if we can find us a feather pin. Now these little stars here mean that's an action picture. If I put it down there, and if I put it on a web page, or if I put it in maybe a PowerPoint presentation, it would actually probably move or turn or twist or flash or something. You could preview it and see, but in our case we don't need it to be doing that. So I'm just going to grab just a standard old feather pen, left and drag. It's pretty big, so I'm going to go to Format Picture. What I did was I right-clicked, Format Picture, and we're going to go to Size, and I think I'm going to just take it right down to 0.5 and hit OK. And left-click and drag, as long as I have those arrows there. We'll resize. Resize a little bit more, maybe. That might be too small. And then this little green button right here allows you to rotate it. So I'm going to rotate mine around, give us a little bit more real estate. And that might be too much. There we go. Now I can use the arrow keys to finish it off. And that is our label. If we go to File and Print Preview and zoom in, this is basically what all the gift labels would look like. I print them out on the Avery 5160, and of course those labels are sticky, so I'd fill them out. If you really wanted to even take it a step further and you wanted to try to be, Mr. or Mrs. Techo, you could put a merge field in the 2 and attach it to your Outlook or an Excel sheet or whatever, and it would print out the names for you in whatever format you chose. But hopefully this helps you with maybe creating some labels. I know there's people out there that are much more creative than I am, so you can probably do 10 times better job than this, but mine is just to show you the process, and hopefully this helps. And until we train again.